Hello and welcome to the Philippines. This is a trip through rush hour traffic I occasionally take. Sometimes I take these motorbike taxis. Usually costs me 50 when there's not a lot of traffic, 70 when there's heavy traffic like this rush hour traffic. It's on MJ Cuenco Avenue, which is a straight shot from Mabolo, Cebu City, near where I live, almost over to J Center Mall, where immigration is, and Travelers Resto Bar where I go. And it's not for the faint of heart, so come along and enjoy the ride.
Too much traffic here in Cebu, sir.
Yeah, it's getting bad. It's getting worse in 2 years.
Yes, sir. Still no improvement.
How much do you pay for this bike?
4,000 for down payment and then 3,066 for the monthly amortization.
3,066
Yes,
each
sir.
month for how long?
For 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the cash price? Do you know?
Yes, sir. I know the cash price, sir, is 66,000, sir.
66,000. Okay. Very good. One day maybe I will buy one.
Yes, sir.
Maybe next year.
But for you, sir, you need to buy more na big bike. It's not good for long drive
Yeah.
because some of the gasoline at the problem, sir, is with put in the bottle.
Right.
In my opinion, in the last 2 years, traffic in Cebu City has gotten worse. I understand a few years ago they loosened up the credit to buy automobiles and motorbikes and that type of thing, and so there are a lot more vehicles on the road. The growth of the city, more foreign companies moving in, more companies and their employees buying cars, and no more roads. So there is an issue with traffic, like in any big city. I mean, you have congestion in almost every medium to large city in the USA and probably all around the world. One thing a little different here, there doesn't seem to be very much enforcement of traffic laws at all, and people kind of give way. The motorbikes use any and every inch that they can get, including the sidewalk, and you don't see the road rage usually that you see in the USA, for instance. I'm not sure about the rest of the world, but anyway, there's occasionally cars or taxis that'll try to cut off the motorbikes. They get upset because they're just doing some crazy stuff out there. But anyway, it's a interesting place to be driving, to be in traffic, to see what's going on. Very common to share lanes and for people just to move over so other people can share your lane with you.
Sir, this way is very traffic.
Yes.
Yes, are. Around 4 to 6 p.m.
Yeah.
This area is too much traffic. Nothing improved.
was downtown Cologne Street area about a week ago with a friend. We were standing on the corner, and a motorbike like this was passing on the right at the corner. Big dump truck full of gravel started making a right-hand turn, knocked the motorbike over, and the guy didn't. He was shaken up. He got up, he straightened his mirror, started his motorbike. Fortunately, the truck driver stopped, got out, and was trying to question, see if the guy needed any medical attention. The guy just took off, so shook his head, no, 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 and took off. So apparently, either he didn't have a license, didn't have registration for his bike, or some other reason he did not want to be talking to any authorities. So he just took off, and that's kind of common. Another thing happened about a week ago. I think a container truck. I think the container fell over on a biker. I don't know if he was turning a corner, but anyway, killed that guy. So anytime you're on the road, anytime you wake up in the morning, you're at some risk. Some days much more than others, like getting on the back of one of these motorbike taxis. I occasionally see a number of policemen set up, and they're pulling over most of the motorbikes, checking for registration, license, equipment, and helmet laws, those types of things. You see it in some of the bigger cities, but once you get on the smaller islands, there's very few police, if any, very little enforcement at this point in time, anyway. And you see very few helmets, and a lot of the people probably don't have licenses, registration on their equipment. I don't know for sure, but that's what I've been told. One thing you'll find here in the Philippines, my experience is that there's almost never a dedicated left turning lane. So if anybody's turning left, they're blocking that lane until they can get across traffic. It creates a bit of an issue.
Like that side first. Yeah. It's bigger tank of gasoline than just bike.
The tall building up there is where J Center Mall is located, where immigration is located. The building is also part of Tokyo Inn, Japanese-themed hotel and restaurant on floor 6. They've got a water park area and different themed events, different evenings. This ride costs me 70 pesos usually during rush hour traffic, which is not quite $1.50. And taxi usually costs me between 90 pesos and 120 pesos. So average is about 100, which would be $2 at 50 pesos to the US dollar. Thank you for coming along. Please like, please share the video, please subscribe. Safe travels to you all wherever you're at, wherever you're going, and we'll see you next time.